Okay, let's take a look at how you can manipulate some of the data that you collect in Google Forms. So this is a form I created ahead of time. I'm going to go ahead to the response sheet. So I can just click up here to view responses, and it'll open up the spreadsheet that was created when I created my Google form. So here's my sheet. There aren't any responses recorded yet, so all of these cells remain empty, but I'm going to go ahead and manipulate this data now so that as the form responses come in, things will change and go where I want them to go. I'm going to start out by actually filling out a few copies of the form just to get some data put in here. So I'll just go back, view live form, and let's go out. One more. That should do. I'm going to close this, and I'm going to go back to my responses that are still open here. So there's my data that I just put in. You'll notice that I have some conditional formatting on this sheet. I applied it to all of the columns, but I specifically had told it to change these to the colors as they come in. So as that data is coming in, that conditional formatting is applying also. Now I'm going to show you how we can use a function to pull information into a new sheet based on what's placed into this column. So we're going to go down here, create a new sheet by duplicating this one. I'm going to go ahead and take all this out because we don't want that there right now. And now I'm going to add a function into this box. I'm telling this where I want it to pull information from. So I hit enter after I finished entering my formula, and as you can see, it pulled the two responses that had responded red in the B column and pulled them into this sheet. I can rename this to red, so I know now that that's my red sheet. Now that formula, just going to click on here to show it again, just so we can look at it a little bit closer, because depending on how many columns you have in your sheet, etc., some of these things in here will change. So form responses 1 is the name of that first sheet down here. If I had renamed this, then of course this would match what that is. This tells the cells that I want to apply to. We didn't choose the first row because that row we want to keep that one the same everywhere. So we're looking at the first place that data is being collected on this first form, which is cell A2. We also want to make sure that we're including every other cell following cell A2 in the sheet. So that's why we have put all the way through column F with no number, because that's going to tell it to go as far as column F can go. This part is telling it what it wants to do with this information that it's found. So it's saying, pick the ones where column B equals exactly this. The quotation marks are telling it what words need to be specifically in there. This is case sensitive, so if I did not have a capital R on here, this would not work. Now, to continue on to create more sheets to do the other colors, I'm just going to duplicate my red sheet, do the same thing that we did, but I'm not going to delete I'm going to go in here and I'm going to change this to say orange. And now it's gone ahead and pulled in the entry that had orange as its color. I can rename this sheet to orange. And there we are, that's pulling in the orange. Now I could also duplicate this one more time. And this time I'm actually going to change this to C, and this to French. So that was one of my options. Enter. Now it's pulled in here, and I just wanted to point out that the cool thing is, let's just rename this up to French, that entry will appear actually on both of these sheets. So if you need to sort the information by multiple column headings, that's possible too. And definitely the easiest way to do it is to copy and paste that formula and just change the things that you need to as you're going through the new sheets. I will put a copy of this formula that I used in the comments section of the video so that you can copy and paste mine from there to go from if you like. Thank you.